the UK. Hi, Liam. I love that name.
Me too.
That's a great name. It's such a strong name. He says, my wife texts me constantly, literally dozens of times throughout the day. I'm about to go mad. Speaking of mad and lunacy, Liam. She doesn't really have anything to say. Could you pick up this, or how's your day, or nothing of real consequence? Whatever happened to privacy? I need some. How can I untrain her? Oh, I can appreciate that, Liam. I'm going to say, quite honestly, I do not like the ball and chain feeling that the texting gives me. I feel like if I don't return it right away, there are going to be consequences and people get upset. This is a big concern. Honey, what would you say if I was texting you constantly? I don't know, maybe something else is going on, because I looked at you and you'd be like, I'd answer you, right? Because I wouldn't do that unless I had something to say.
Right. Like if all of a sudden you were 6'4" and 700 pounds when I came home, what would I do? I don't know. Was it like, let me think about that for a second.
Well, it could be.
I don't know. So this whole topic kind of makes my whole stomach feel sort of funny when I talk about it. It's like things are, like, why can't you just say, okay, Liam, put your phone down, and if you just say to your wife, sweetie, you know,
I'm busy.
I just can't get to them all.
I don't want to.
And you don't. It's not really necessary.
It's not personal.
To tell me every single second, like, oh, I just saw this, or whatever he's being texted on, and just say what it is, for God's sake.
Set a boundary.
How come we're just not able to do that anymore?
Well, because there's consequences.
What consequences?
That she might cut him off for sex.
She's already. Oh my God, I can't take it.
Yes, you can. And here's the thing, Liam. Here's what I want to say to you. I'm a big fan of asking questions. Why do you need to contact me? Is there something going on for you? Are you frightened? Do you want to be close to me? Do you not feel close enough to me? Yeah. Are you just excited through text? Maybe you just like to talk to me all day long. Find out where her head's at, because that's part of the we in the relationship, okay?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, and then after you hear what she says, which is like, I don't know, it's kind of new and fun, and I love the idea of being able to connect with you, because, that's kind of a novel thing, it sounds like, for her. Then you can let her know, you know what, sweetie, though, here's what's true for me. I'd like a little more privacy. And you get to have that. You really do. People get to have personal privacy and space, but we need to let people know, people that we're in relationship with, know what our boundaries are. And it's a way of loving ourselves. And we need people to honor those. Again, some of these become non-negotiables in a relationship. Maybe there wasn't texting before the relationship started, and now there's texting. So you're introducing a whole new animal, right?
Well, I look at this word privacy too, and maybe he's just, is it really privacy, or is it just he's like annoyed?
Well, I can tell you he chose from every word in the English dictionary.
Yeah, he did.
He chose privacy.
So I would, if I had Liam here in front of me, I would go into, what does that privacy mean, and does he feel like he's having his time taken up? Is he just being annoyed?
She doesn't trust him.
She doesn't trust him, and there's something going on.
What are you doing, Liam? What are you really doing?
But I think it goes back to, he's got to go back home, same answer every time, and say to his sweetheart, 30 texts an hour, I just can't do that in the middle of surgery, sweetheart, or whatever Liam does.
I don't know what you're doing, but I think there's something else going on. But to recap, I think, check out with your wife what's going on for her. I think all healthy, loving relationships do that. Hey, what's happening for you? Because I notice what's coming up for me is I'm not really digging this 30 times a day text thing, or even 15 times. I don't like it either. I don't care if it's from my son or from anybody. I don't like that feeling. I like to be free. Honestly, technology doesn't make me feel free. It makes me feel more obligated to have to do something. I want to do less. I want to make more money by doing less in my life, okay? I want more intimacy without having to manage the relationship. So, are these paradoxes? For me, not so much. For you, they might be, but I know that about myself. Liam, it sounds like you do too. And you got some stuff to work out with your wife, so we hope that helps. Having that conversation, including her in the we, I think is really important.